In this episode we explore one of the most scenic freshwater lakes in central Queensland, Peter Faust Dam. I also give a full rundown of my new tinny and show you guys my long journey to catch some barramundi sight casting the shallows with my mates and on LOWRANCE Active Target Transducer. Sit back, grab your favourite drink and hope you enjoy this episode.
Well, good day folks, thanks so much for tuning in for another episode. This one's another special one. Basically, as the title suggests, I am doing a tinny reveal and I'm out on the dam today. It's about midday and finally got everything fitted in the boat. So I'm just going to walk you guys through from the front of the boat to the back of the boat, everything, all the small modifications and stuff that I've done to the tinny. The boat is a Quintrex 460 Renegade. It's about 4.65 centimeters long, I believe, and just over a 2-meter beam, so really nice sturdy boat. First impressions of it, super stable, really comfy for the dams and rivers and things like that. You could probably take this out towards the islands and inshore reefs and stuff like that on a nice day, but I've predominantly got this to do some more inshore fishing and start barra fishing and a few other bits and pieces like that, just to mix things up when it's really windy. So stay tuned, I'm going to walk you guys through every bit of the boat. So come join me on this little tour. So starting at the front of the boat, I'm just going to start with the electric motor, which is what's virtually anchoring us here at the moment. I basically put a 40 to 80 pound, I put a 80 pound, thinking rods here for a second. I put an 80 pound Minn Kota riptide at the front here. The audio is probably not going to be the best because there's a little bit of wind. And that more than comfortably holds us in spot lock in up to 15 knots. I've tested this and it comfortably holds us. And I've got a 60-inch shaft, so for some of you guys with tinnies out there, you're not sure what size shaft length that you're looking for, it's a 60-inch shaft and it's just doing its thing at the moment, just virtually holding us here on spot lock within a couple of meter radius due to with GPS. Just a little tip, obviously, if you guys have been following the channel for a little while, about a year ago we lost the boat whilst we were diving because the Minn Kota remote played up. So as a little tip, never jump in the water or never get out of the boat and leave the Minn Kota on spot lock, because sometimes the remote and the motherboard fries itself and the boat might just take off on you. So it's best to always be in the boat and hold the remote and have it handy just in case it takes itself off spot lock. Now in terms of what's powering the Minn Kota, I basically decided to go with a lithium battery. So I'll just open up this hatch here and I'll show you guys. I basically got a battery box for it just to keep things dry in the tinny, and I went with an Invicta lithium deep cycle battery here. It's 24 volt and that more than comfortably does maybe 3 or 4 days comfortably. Probably could do 6 or 7 days. I haven't tested it yet, but it's got heaps of juice in it and very reliable. There's heaps of storage up the front casting platform over here, and it's sort of got 4 main compartments, and in this front one a little bit of anchor rope there, but I've put a 12 volt lithium battery in here as well, and the 12 volt lithium here basically runs all the electronics. So I've kept that separate because we've got a 16-inch here at the front and we've got a 12-inch on the dash. So in the casting platforms, I basically just put a bit of storage in here. I've got a couple of life jackets. I've got a satellite phone because there's not much reception here in the dam, just in case. Got some lures over here on the side. And plenty of storage, just got some lures in there as well. I was thinking down the track I might look at putting a bit of metal plating over here just to cover the this so I can stand on it and cast, but that's something I'll do down the track. Up the front here I've got a little spotlight here. It's a steady one, just a white light just for night travel, just in case I need to see where I'm traveling. That's just going to help out a little bit in terms of navigation at night. So as we move down towards the rear of the boat, it's a side console, as you can see. I'll just flip that camera around, and as you can see, it's a side console. It's got a little steering wheel here and some gauges here with Yami. A little bit of dry storage section down there with a radio box I've fitted out, and obviously the controls are on the side. It's got a little bit of a side pocket here as well. I've just put GoPro and a bit of sunscreen and other bits and pieces there. So the house battery, I've only got one at the moment. It's just on the back right here. It's just a 12 volt deep cycle, just a normal battery, and that is the crank start for the Yami. So moving to the rear of the boat, I've got a Yamaha 75 horsepower engine powering the boat. It's got plenty of grunt, and it's a bit of an upgrade from previously. I used to have one of these boats about 6 or 7 years ago, and I had a 70 Yami on the back, and this seems to have plenty of grunt and a lot of push. It's also got one of those hydrofoil things, permatrims on the back, and that sort of just helps the boat get up on a plane pretty quickly, which is really nice. I'm only going to be doing most of the boating by myself or with one other person, so it's not going to really struggle too much, I feel. But the previous owner bought the boat secondhand. The previous owner had that on there already, and I think that's a nice little bit of an addition. The 460 Renegades, as you're probably aware, I think depending what year model that you get, some of them come with this offshore transom, and I personally really like this setup where if you get a lot of waves and stuff coming in, it's obviously going to be nice and protected. You're not going to get any waves coming in the boat, and just acts as a bit of a protection. And really nice high sides in the boat, good freeboard. So if I do take my kids in the dam or out in the water, you know, it's nice and safe. You can put your knees up right against it and lean over, and you're not going to fall off. The other side here just has another side pocket, and it's got the white anchor light for nighttime travel. Got a couple of oars and a bit of an umbrella in case it gets a bit too hot. Might end up putting a rod locker on the side here at some stage, but we'll just play it by ear and see how we go. I've only got the one seat in today because it's just me, but there is a second seat at home, and that just goes there. And there's obviously a couple of other seat positions in the boat, depending on where you want to sit throughout the day. Well, it's time for the most exciting part of the TINNY reveal, in my opinion. It's the part that I'm looking forward to the most. Big shout out to LOWRANCE, and I've basically got a 16-inch LOWRANCE sounder at the front here for active target and chasing Barra with live scope, using the active target setup. And you can see this transducer here is a Transducer Poles Australia, one of Rob Payne's ones, and I've basically put a 12mm bolt through the back of the ball here, just to stabilize it so that I can move the pole around quite easily when I'm scoping out fish. And a big shout out to Nate for giving us that tip. I won't say his surname just for privacy reasons, but massive shout out to Nate on the Goldie for giving us that tip. I'll quickly run you guys through this setup. So basically, because this rear bolt is locked in, I can just move that front into the water like so, and that's the handle there, and I can just move that up and down freely as I need to, wherever the fish might be sitting in the water column. So that's how it sits in the water, side on. and you can see it moves freely just on that ball there, which gives me that full freedom to find where the fish might be. Couple more quick thank yous. Big shout out to my mate Chris at the metal fabrication shop in Airlie for basically reinforcing these mounts underneath. So because there's a fair bit of weight on the 16-inch sounder at the front, we pulled the panels out together with Chris in the workshop, and we put some 10mm alley just underneath both of these and just welded it all underneath just to give it a bit more support, because these Quintrexes, they've only got about, I think, 1.5mm sheet of alley, and so we wanted to just make it a lot thicker just so that we weren't going to have any issues if we're hitting waves or in a bit of chop. So far so good. Had it out testing it in about 15 knots. A storm came through and everything held up really nicely, so highly recommend if you are going to put, you know, one of these transducer poles in, as well as put a 16-inch or bigger up the front here. Highly recommend bolstering up the supports underneath these tinnies. So I forgot to quickly mention, at the rear of the boat I have a live bait tank as well. It's just a little one, but not planning to do a lot of live baiting, but I do have the option at the back of the boat here if I want to set a few liveys out. I also want to say a big thank you to Lockie at the local BCF. He's the manager there in Airlie, and he helped sort me out with this basic, it's the mount for the 16-inch screen. It's super sturdy and just locks in place like that, and holds that 16-inch screen super comfortably. And I also popped in the BCF and grabbed this Transducer Poles Australia rod pane setup in BCF as well. So a massive shout out for giving us a hand, because I'm pretty hopeless with setting all this stuff up, and Lockie was full of good tips and tricks. So if I stand at the front of the boat and I give you a pan, you can see there's plenty of room in this boat. I'll just stand up here, give you guys a bit of a pan. Yeah, really happy with the layout, and I'm really looking forward to landing a few fish, working out these electronics, and going on some new adventures this year. So just to paint a bit of context, you know, I have probably spent the last 6 or 7 years of my fishing obsession mostly in the blue water, and I haven't really given much attention to chasing barra at all over that time, pretty much nothing. And you know, this is me being brutally honest. You know, I'm super green when it comes to barra fishing. I think I've said it in previous episodes. I'm probably the world's worst barra fisherman. And they're really hard fish to target, especially in the dam, that I find. And because when I've been fishing for them, it was closed season for barra in the salt, I've pretty much just spent, you know, half a dozen to 7 or 8 trips out in the dam and basically just chasing them in the freshwater. And in my opinion, chasing them in the freshwater is even harder. Obviously you get your pros out there that are just pinning them left, right and center, but for me it's been a really challenging species to target. But you know, I love the challenge and I'm not giving up. It was nice to tick off a couple, as you would have seen in the video, or you will see in the footage. But yeah, it's just to paint a bit of context, it's been a super hard species for me to be able to learn and master. I'm just about to roll some footage of a couple of barra sessions I've had with the lads and solo as well, during the day as well as night sessions. And barra have been so elusive. I've raised them, I've seen them, I've had them almost bump into the boat. It's just been a combination of a whole bunch of various, I guess, just bad luck. And hopefully, yeah, towards the end of this video, as you'll see, all that bad luck has changed for me, and it was so nice to super tick off a couple of quality fish by myself in the dark. But hopefully in future episodes we'll be able to get some nice footage in the daytime for you guys. Got the kids behind me just basically running amok while I'm trying to film this. Yeah. There's Jakey and there's Maddie. I reckon have a cast in there, mate. Where? On top of his head?
This side of the lilies. Yeah, that is exactly where I was thinking. Just let it sink.
Oh!
Go, wind! Oh, dude.
No. What? He hit it.
Ate it.
He ate it.
Yeah, but you didn't hook set.
Oh, I thought I had to let him swallow it.
It's had it for 3 or 4 seconds.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you have to wait till
No, dude.
they actually feel the weight then strike. Well, you guys would have just seen Andy screaming at me nicely after I should have struck and set those hooks on that really nice barra. I was probably well over a meter. I didn't, you know, GoPros can't zoom in very well, but Andy and I were looking at that fish in the lily pads, just tailing and finning at the back. Popped out of the water just in between all the weed and lily pads. We watched it for a good couple of minutes before I pinned that cast in, and that's exactly how green I was in my barra journey. You know, I'm completely used to, I guess, fishing out in the blue water where if you're gonna you feel the weight of that fish before you set the hooks, otherwise you're gonna pull the hooks out. With barra fishing, obviously, if you guys are pros, you've been doing it for a while, just that little tap in the line, that's when the barra's already inhaled that lure. So that was a big learning curve for me. I know never to do that again, but just thought I'd show some of that embarrassing footage. But yeah, it's you live and learn, and it hurt that one, but that's okay. You either win or you learn. Oh wow, massive ones, right there, man, huge. Talk to me, what do you mean to do? Oh no. Here, let's grab this. Yep. Oh my gosh, he's huge, Andy. Absolutely huge. Come to the back, mate. You gotta go, Andy. You got this, mate. Got this. That's it. There we go.
Don't do it, mate.
That's alright, he's coming. We're gonna get him.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's alright, it's alright. Here he is. That's it. Go, Andy. This is a cracking fish, mate. Woo! He's a horse, mate.
It's a good one.
He's an absolute horse.
Definitely a meatery.
Is he?
Yeah.
Bring him back this way, mate.
No!
Good eye, mate. You got him.
He's dragging a bit of weed.
Yep. Let's get him, mate. I ain't gonna lose this guy for you, mate.
You right?
Barefoot, my friend. So stoked for you right now, man. We'll get this guy out of the water and give you guys a look. What a cracking fish, Andy. Talk us through it, mate.
Well, it's been a hard slog, but the 100mm frog from Hunter Gatherers did get it done in the end.
Nice work, mate.
Solid, I'd say 108 or
110 or something
108 or 110.
Yeah,
Good fish.
Nice, solid fish, man. Well done, buddy. Super stoked for you.
They do exist,
They do.
and that's a donk.
That's a proper fish, man. Absolutely quality fish.
Yeah.
Righto, Andy. Let's give her a good swim, mate. Hey, look at that.
She's good to go.
That's cool, eh?
I'll put her up.
That is such a nice fish, mate, buddy. You don't have
through
break that or?
the shoulders.
Very good. We'll give her a good swim and a good push.
She's really keen, so
Yep. Look at the back of that. Oh, what a fish. Andy!
they exist.
Gonna give you a high five, mate. Well done. Stoked to be part of that, dude. Saw a barra buff just there. Oh, it's probably not the world's greatest cast, but let's see if I can. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Oh, right there. That's crazy. Oh, that was crazy. Spooked that one. Oh, that's incredible. It's Mr. Frog. I was too busy daydreaming. big swell. Oh, there's definitely something on it. There's another one just here. Well, I just thought I'd quickly give you guys a quick rundown of these frogs that I got sent from Pete Langdon. These are white custom frogs. He makes a whole bunch of soft plastics, all with custom molds and everything. So if you guys are really into your soft plastic fishing, yeah, he makes really good quality products. And this is the white 4-inch frog that he makes. It's got a really good action in the water, and even though I had a couple of missed hookups and boil ups behind the lures, I know that after a couple more trips, hopefully in the weeks to come, after all this rain settles down, hopefully we'll be able to pin a couple of nice fish on them. But if you're fishing the weed edges and the lily pads and all that sort of stuff, these frogs are great because they're really slow sinking. You can fish them weightless, and I've just been fishing them on these BKK worm hooks, which have been really good because the dam's just full of weed, so really helpful. Oh, yep, you got him. Nice work, you got him. Great fish.
You need to get
Yep, I'll get you out. You're right. Nice work. You.
I'm gonna lose him.
No, you're not. You're right. You got him. Just come back down this way, mate.
You need to get.
You got him. Nice work, buddy.
He's rubbing me.
Where? You're right. I'm just.
What's he got me on?
I can't power anymore.
That's alright.
We'll go over a little bit. Sorry, mate. It's just trying to mince through it, that's all. No, take your time. Just, you'll come back out.
I think he's gone.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No. We'll get on top of him. Just wait a sec. So you've got to give a flick and that'll cut through the weed. That's it. Just take your time. Yeah.
Little one.
You. Mate, you beat me to catch a barra in the dam. Well done. Out of my boat. Oh, yeah. You're walking around your side? Oh. Yee-hoo. Nice little barra. She's coming back up. Yep. Here you go. Just walk back for a second. There we go. Yes.
Nice.
Hold this for a second, mate. Yee-hoo. Yes. Mate, can I give you a high five?
Absolutely, mate.
Nice work, Nick.
Well done. We
Top
did
effort,
it.
legend.
First little prosy barra for me, Johnny.
There we go, folks. Nick's just landed the first barra of the morning. We've been sight casting the shallows all of what, maybe 20 minutes?
Yeah, about
Broccoli.
that.
Chopping through the salad, as we'd call it.
That's it.
Hold him up one more time and
He's nice.
let's pop him down over here, mate. Let's see him swim off. Well, I'm just going to show you guys a little snippet of a couple of barra trying to eat the lures, but just being a little bit shy. And on the active target, you'll see just basically barra swimming up to the lures and then swimming away, duck diving, swimming away from the lures. They're so fickle in the dam at the moment, but it's pretty cool with the technology with the LOWRANCE Active Target, being able to spot the lure land and then being able to work that lure back and try and land one of those fish.
So if you have a look at where my cursor is, you can see a really nice barra just on the top of the screen here. I'm sort of just centering up the pole to make sure it's in the middle of the screen, because I find it's easier for me to be able to pin a cast in the direction that I want it to go. And my cast just landed over here, and you can now see my lure starting to catch up to the fish, and I've just moved the pole slightly. But we've got the fish just over here at the bottom here on the left, and you can see my lure coming in from the right, and I'm basically just trying to bring that in front of its pathway to try and intercept that fish. And you can see that I'm slowing it down as I get close to the fish, and you can see that fish has just turned on that lure, and I've just started to speed up the retrieve slightly. This was a bit of a learning curve for me because I probably didn't speed up that lure quick enough, and you can see that fish has swiped at it once, he's gone away, swiped at it again, and now he's just gone off the screen. He's got a bit nervous and a bit shy, but pretty cool technology on the active target with LOWRANCE here, and you can clearly see all those fish. Ooh. Come on. Oh, it's going for it. Oh, right here. Oh, that Barra followed it all the way up. Unbelievable. Oh, that was crazy. No. So up here we've got a pack of 3 Barra just up the top here, just cruising along. Not really interested in feeding because they're moving quite quickly, I feel. So these are the same 3 Barra, and there's a 4th Barra that joins them, and I threw my lure just up here. As you can see, I'm sort of bringing it back down on the screen here, just in front of these Barra here. As I bring that there, you can see it spooked that 3rd one just here. This one's come and joined the other 3, but basically they're duck diving away from the lure, and now my lure is just sort of screaming in. I'm winding it back in because there's no other fish. Here's another cool screenshot where we've got a slow swimming Barra just sort of 10 meters out from the boat, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Barra just cruising in a pack over here, sort of swimming away from the boat. We've got another Barra just here that's popped up and just cruising along. You can see my lure just coming back in there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy just seeing Barra free swimming here, completely unfazed by any lures and anything that we're throwing at them. They just seem pretty happy cruising around. This one here got spooked. There's 2 of them. Now they're popped up, sort of screaming around. See my lure's just there. So that lure before when it landed just spooked them, and so I'm winding it back in now. Here's a couple of Barra really close to the bow of the boat. You can see there's one just disappearing there. We've got 2 over here that are cruising quite fast, and there's another one over here. We've got a pack of 2 over here, and one just fell off the screen up the top right. But it's pretty amazing technology, frustrating at the same time, but I feel like you can learn a lot from looking at the way they react to the lures and the way that they're swimming on screen here. Just helps you in terms of targeting for when the moon phase is right and the tide changes, when you're fishing the dam, things like that. You know, everything's got to line up, and unfortunately this evening when I marked all these fish, they were really high and active in the water column, but just weren't interested in eating my lures at all. This is a good fish. Come on. Comes. Yep, got him. Yes. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, can't believe I got my first Barra, guys. This is so cool. Oh. Oh, wow, he's a good fish.
Wow. Whoa. Oh, this is going ballistic. Oh, please don't pull hooks on me now. Oh. Wow, he's a good fish. This is crazy. I'm on my own here. Oh, oh, this is crazy. It's rubbing. Please play nice. Oh. Can't see much here. Here we go. Yes, I got him. I got him. I got him. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, finally got my first Barra. Oh, this is crazy. How special this is. This is crazy. Oh, got him. Finally got him. Yes. Yes. There we go, guys. Absolute cracking specimen. 94 centimeters, 95, something like that. Absolute cracking fish. I'm super stoked. First one in the dam on the live scope. This guy's ready to go. Have a look at him. He's biting on my hand. Yeah. Righto, mate. See you later. Off you go. Yes. Nice Barra, just sitting just about 18-19 meters out in the center of the screen. Just gonna try and get a cast past him. There we go. Just going to get this across his nose. Just going to pause it around here. See if he gets his attention. This one's starting to follow it. Yep, got him. Yep, got him. Yes. Woo-hoo. That's the second one, guys. That is epic. Woo. This is insane. Probably going to go for another jump. Oh, what a cracker. Bad fish. Here he is. Whoa. Whoa, he's going under. He's getting under. Not a bad fish. There we go. Got him. Oh. Got him. Yes. Second Barra for the evening. Oh, how good. Oh, hope this camera's on. Oh, this one's cracked the meter. Yes. There we go, guys. This one's on a meter, just over. Pretty stoked with that. Second Barra for the night. and beautiful specimen. This one went pretty hard. Unfortunately it's night time, so you can't really see, but super stoked right now. Woohoo! Just about to release this beautiful Barra, around 1 meter long. You can see their eyes just glow in the dark here. Absolute cracking fish. Really healthy fish. Give him a quick swim. Wait for him to bite my fingers. Oh, he's starting to get ready to go. Off you go, mate. See you later. Yes. Some cracking fish just here, eh? Oh, wow. Come on, this one's gonna waft straight past his face. Oh, that was close. Almost ate that frog just then. Oh, tried, Pete. Not sure how well this camera is going to pick it all up, but these are one of those hunter-gatherer custom frogs from Pete Langdon, and that Barra was so close to eating that just then. In terms of the setup that I was using that night session that I went out solo and hooked those couple of really nice Barra up near 1 meter, I was using, for the rod, I was using a Shimano Tcurve. It's the latest one there. It's a 5 to 10 kilo setup and about 7 foot in length, and really nice and sensitive at the tip, and it's got a lot of strength down here towards the rod handle down here. And the reel that I matched it up with is a 4000 Sustain. This is sort of the latest Sustains that they've got out at the moment, and really nice smooth drags. And I basically put, I think I put 30 pound Kairiki P8 or 8 strand braid on this, and this 30 pound seems to hold up really well, cast nicely through the guides. And I was just running 80 pound Shimano Fluoro Osha leader, and sort of run about 2.5 meters of that. And in the night session I was just using this Xeric swim bait, and managed to get a couple of nice nibbles on it, as you would have seen. So that's pretty much the whole setup. Well, if you've made it this far in the video, folks, thank you so much for watching the channel and supporting my videos. Please leave a comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed the content, and if you've got any tips and tricks for me, I'm all for it. As I said, I'm a novice fisher for Barra, and I'm learning every single trip. I'm really looking forward to taking the boat out, the tinny out in the salt water, I should say, in the coming weeks, now that Barra season's open, and hopefully take you guys along the journey as I learn to master this species, having spent so much time in the blue water. But it's been super enjoyable, challenging at times, but yeah, super fun at the same time, so no complaints. A couple of massive thank yous to Nate Archer for giving us all the tips and tricks on the Active Target 2 and matching the contrast with the fish, etc. Peter Behrens, obviously, for letting me pick his brains on setups and with the Active Target as well. And a big shout out to my mate Andy Pennell, based in Airlie here, for taking us along, fishing all the shallows and sight casting, and screaming at me nicely when I can't set the hooks properly. So massive thank you to everyone. If I've missed anyone, appreciate it. Josh Zahn as well for letting me pick your brains briefly. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode, and look forward to mixing things up in future ones. Tight lines, and we'll catch you soon. Cheers.